Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, the 7th game in the Ace Attorney series. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today in the Chamber of Secrets. I kid you not, when you go to save your game, this one is literally called Day 2 Chamber of Secrets. So yes, we are in Day 2 of the trial. We're trying to figure out the secrets of the chamber and how it could work, where the keyhole is, how to unlock it. Yeah, we got a lot to do today, so let's jump into it, shall we? I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Let's say hi to Athena. Any ideas? So, the crime scene was locked tight at the time. Ugh, this is gonna be a tough one. The only people in that locked room were the deceased, the alderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room. But is there really anywhere to hide in the Fox chamber? The trial. That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Temba Tower made an appearance. There's never an exorcist around when you need one. Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in the courtroom after that. Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain in the neck yokai. I don't know. I have a feeling Temba Tower could exorcise an exorcist. As an Ace Attorney defeating a demon, I know exactly how it feels. And I really hope there is no demon. I really hope this is just, as I said before, I really hope this is just Damien trying to protect his daughter by taking the rap by saying he's possessed. Because if that's true, I fully understand it, and it makes a lot of sense. If there's an actual demon possessing him, it's just way too convenient and way too, I don't want to use the word silly, but kind of is at that point. Yeah. Okay, let's examine the room. Let's not examine the door first. Let's check everything else. This statue originally depicted the yokai holding up a cup in gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman QB was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Temma, but he was murdered instead by somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal merger because he'd been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. There's a cliff outside this window. Makes it pretty impossible to get out this way. How do we explain the flying demon, though? When I hear things like that, it just makes me want to try. Never say never, right? I bet I could get out this way. Erg! No, wait! Do you have a death wish or something? Tisk. It won't even open enough for me to squeeze through. Guess I lost that bet. That loss just saved your life. There really is no escaping here through the air duct. And here we went through all that trouble of bringing a ladder to check it out. Step ladder, not a ladder. Get it right, Apollo. That's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a step ladder. Exactly! Good job, Athena. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them. What's the difference? Simple. Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right. You're way too competitive, and it's not even related to the original issue either. It's a step ladder because it has steps, whereas a ladder just is, you know, it's one of those things where you just push it straight up on something. Better take a look behind this door too. Oh look, the door down banged into the wall. Made a big dent too. That wouldn't have happened if the killer had been hiding there. Right, guess that was out the will hide behind the door today. Maybe the killer hid under this table. That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above. Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table. Let's check it out. Is that the cup? Hey look, there's something down here. How did we miss this before? It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? Oh, I know. It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So this piece book off and vault under the table. Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record. Surprising we didn't see that before. I want to check the chamber last. I just remembered this mystery now that I once read. The murder occurred in a locked room, and the perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it opened. Then, when no one was looking, he made his escape. I've heard that before as well. A clever trick, but it would have been impossible in this case. See this broken Tanuki statue here? This door must have been into it when it was opened. Oh, I get it. The killer wouldn't have been there because of the statue. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have been something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Is that a clue? Maybe the key will appear if we do something to this folded screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn this whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. See anything else here? Swing around to the door now. Let's look at the door first. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door will budge, just like those spiky bagels of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with the body slam. Ha ha ha, I seriously doubt you could do that. Tisk, how do you know if I haven't tried? No, wait, don't. Arrgh! As much as you hate losing at the I think the door would win this match. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey, this statue moves. Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. Haha, I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid. Which one? The actual karate kid or the karate kid who didn't actually do karate, but they called it karate kid just to make a bunch of money? God, the movie actually wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was really weird that they called the karate kid when it wasn't karate, you know? Anyway, I guess we could catch something that fast in midair. You can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in. Oh, that's what the screen is for. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You won't find anything, Apollo. We'll never find the keyhole to Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how these fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might provide a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go with that screen with the fine-tooth comb. Okay, let's finish searching here first, though. Look at all these feathers. And bloody tracks, too. Then we have Jinxie and Mr. Filch's eyewitness reports. And a newspaper photo. Our yokai is definitely not the shy type, that's for sure. This is bad. Maritema is scary enough without people thinking he's a yokai. Alright. So they're looking like opposite to each other. On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. I can rotate the folding screen. Oh. If I spot anything of interest, I can press X to inspect it further. I can also zoom in and out with triangle and circle. Now let's check every last inch of it. Hello? What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the forbidden chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need it folded so the key is in the keyhole and then look at the placement. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the forbidden chamber's key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole? Oh, I just got an idea. If we fold the screen up just right, the key and the keyhole should overlap. That's exactly what I just said. I love it when the protagonists are on the same page. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Oh, they just did it for me, it seems. Look, a door. Yeah, and it's open too. The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those two foxes face each other? Apollo, let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. And there it is. Look, a lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. For justice! It worked! Time to see why this chamber is so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? April 18th, Cuban Manor. Forbidden chamber. These doors need some serious oil. Ah, that was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look, more feathers. Sheesh. Eek! Looks like something out of a Shin Megami Tensei game. What the heck is that? Oh, what the heck is that? Is that a Temataro statue? But there's something odd about it. Ugh. All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What, at this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on that rack. One's missing. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the one Jinxie said when she saw Temataro carrying? Yeah, I bet a Temataro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. I instantly am drawn to this down here. L'Belle hand cream. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what brand it is. Ace L'Belle? L'Belle? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. L'Belle was here? I guess so. But why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Temataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at the time. In other words, the Temataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than... Filch L'Belle. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Temna. Hand cream added to the court record. An item that was recently dropped in the Forbidden Chamber bears the Ace L'Belle logo. A stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lamps. Where's the switch? Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch. Oh, here it is. What? It was hidden out of sight. I see. Tematora's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai can want. That's cool. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here, and it looks like one's missing. The Tematoa Jinxie cell must have taken it. I'd have to agree. These look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares. Tematoa might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has stays handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tematoa has a staff. But the Tematoa in the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant. But why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here. Ah, Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it. Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I say it hasn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Looks like some sort of figure. But it's so dusty, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. What is that supposed to be? Wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden chamber figure added to the courtyard. What is that? Figure that had been left inside the Tematoa statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggests it's been there for a long time. I don't even know what that is. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Okay. Unless I'm mistaken, I guess it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe. A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh look, there's some yellow things strapped to his back. Whoa, it's turning into Tematoa. What? What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tematoa was born? The heck? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Didn't get added to the court record, though. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the fox chamber. That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why? Maybe the Tematoa costume was hidden here. I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten here before the murder. Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right. Looks like a gravestone or something. Here had Tematoa been imprisoned. It reads, here lies Tematoa, age 80. No, that's not what it says. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone. Huh? Say it ain't so! Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared. Freak out central right here, baby. Cut it out, Widget. Denial is strong in this one. There's a vent up here. Oh look, there's an air vent here too. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. But I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the fox's chamber is vent and it branched this way, so... maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case at all. Guess that about wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tematoa. Alright, let's move out. And we will go to the foyer. April 18th. QB Manor? Warrior. Ah, it's a curse, the curse of Timitaro. Eek. Okay. You outsiders ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your business, will ya? Arg. Wait, you just stole Widget. You just stole Widget. Hey, a second. How dare you? Youch, what's that all about a curse? Timitars can curse us all unless you stop sticking nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions has to say. Right, how about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with the widget around your neck? He's mine! You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that. The same goes for my bracelet. Oh, he stole our bracelet. I didn't even realize that one. Ah, sorry. I promise I won't do it again. Tisk, you almost kidnapped my sweet little widget. That big jerk. I'm sorry. Nah. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him what happened. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal widget. Grr. Yipes! Mercy! I can't seem to control myself. Is that thieving blood running in my veins? Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Haha, glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. What exactly? Oh, that's the statue. That's the thing we just found. This thing here. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. It's none other than the Azuki Kozo. Robbed from the rich to get to the poor, he did. He leave one of those figures at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson, because he was my grandpappy. Wow, you don't say. These honors, the honest truth. Ah, the sloshing sound of Azuki beans scraping together in the dead of night. It's a magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, the washer of money, giver out of wealth reborn. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Ah, wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yeah, it looks just like that old Dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. A figure discovered inside the Timitaro statue. Apparently it's something a certain thief leaves at the scene of a theft. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever. Give me my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once sold me this treasure in there, that chamber. Treasure? Treasure. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Oh, that's the greatest get rich quick chance in the universe. Really? Grandpappy told me all about it. Said that there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing there? I don't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he? Well, see how? There was one of his figures in there? Well, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before he handed it out to the poor. Oh, of course. Because it was so righteous. Yeah, I don't think he's like another character in another game that we're playing right now. Yeah. I don't think he's any Robin Hood. Timitaro sighting. In court, you mentioned seeing Timitaro near the scene of the crime. Sorry, I didn't come clean right away. Damn superstitions got the better of me. The people at Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk to us about seeing Timitaro. Damn right! Them superstitions scared me out of my wits, I tell ya. That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale? Yeah, I'm gonna keep living here and keep in with the old ways just like Grandpappy did. Well, damn superstition thingies are like a rule book to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? Well, ain't you been listening to what I said? You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say? Well, I say that's baloney. What is he? This? Such as his blow from the vent to Matara. It's apparently wrapped in large cloth in which the defendant's blood was also found.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone be talking with us. You said you planned on staying right here at Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Yipes! Tamataro sighting. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tamataro? That's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. L'Belle, if you know what I mean. You told me not to say a word about seeing Tamataro. I said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen. So it was Mr. L'Belle who muzzled you. Why would L'Belle want to scare you into silence? Mr. L'Belle was trying to protect the little maid gal. It was on account of the rumor that one of them being possessed. That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to Mitama about the possession rumor. Ouch! Hey, watch it! Village Superstitions stolen by Phineas Filch. Well, I'll be taking this back now. Kind of like family to me. You could just ask us as stealing it. Once again, losing evidence. Was that all we want to ask Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tamataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. We do possibly have more evidence though. So your grandfather was a famous thief? Well, that's right. Stole from the rich to get to the poor. Just like your Robin Hood. No fair, I made that reference earlier. But in these parts, he's known as the Zuki Kozo. He washes his loot clean just before handing it out to the poor. It's hard to imagine Mr. Filch has such noble intentions. I bet he was planning on keeping my bracelet for himself. Mind if I ask about this? Oh, that, right. Well, does it ring a bell? Oh, it's ringing, alright? You want to thank me for all my hard work, and I humbly accept. No, this isn't a gift. Should've known this was a dead end. Okay, so we have the fail state. Which means now we can just click through until... I don't think we're gonna find any other information now. Because a lot of this stuff was stuff I had before. Like, I had this before. Okay, let's move out. Let's go to QB Manor Garden and see if we can see L'Belle. Wait, this is our trump card. Better not show it off too soon. You wanted something. No, never mind. Okay, let's not talk to him then. We've already done everything with him, I assume. How about Jinxie? You're not Jinxie. Alright, Tamataro. April 18th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. Well, that's a relief. It will actually get somewhere this time. So, what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. Oh wait, that's Apollo, sorry. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? Yeesh! Caw! Caw! Caw Caw! No match is this worthy charm for me! Arg! Did the charm!
Temataro's back.
Those foolish mortals. They shall regret blaming that child for my doings. Arg, I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. Rumor about Jinxie. We'd like to ask you about something your aide Filch L'Belle mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? I know not of what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Temataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal. Caw Caw. No affections do I possess for your race of humans. Please, we already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Maritima's name. But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him.
It's all over unless we somehow prove Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence.
Hey, Apollo. I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it.
Really?
Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thingy.
Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts. The real story.
Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism.
Okay, we've heard of Somnia before. Played 2 games based on that. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking?
Yes, I believe that she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her system start soon after she began her job at Ninetales Vale?
When the child visited last. She did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night.
I knew it. That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means that she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level.
So then the Temataro that was spotted at the mayor isn't Jinxie? Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Temataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body.
Can you tell us the truth now, Mr. Tenma?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you. Feathers and tracks.
Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it.
You suspect Flint is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Can you think of any other reason why?
Looking back, he did seem fixated on Temataro for a spell. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Temataro.
That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real?
Whatever the case, Tamataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him nor free him from his prison.
But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tamataro thing.
Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. L'Belle.
Your dinner is ready, your malevolence.
An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there.
Kitchen crew even pour the heart and soul into making it.
Did they know? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold our hearts next time. Caw, 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 caw.
Yes, your malevolence, I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Maytema, so why don't we go see Filch L'Belle next, now that we know the truth. You won't be able to claim that the Tamataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him?
April 18th, Kiwi Manor, Foyer. Okay, now let's party start again. Filchy from the top.
Mr. L'Belle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we heard a scream, oh heck, what was the next part again? Oh my god, oh jeez, Arg!
You have the memory capacity of a fly. This is the 30th time, you know. Now 100 times more and we are done.
What on earth are they practicing? I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh.
Ow, begging your pardon, Miss L'Belle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yikes!
Unbelievable. But if you had solid my outfit with these garbage paws of yours. Did Filch L'Belle's wallet just now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's Yoko. He's the pain of a piff. You peasants are so talky. Well, what do you want with more?
Your confession to being the Tamataro imposter would be nice right about now. Taro's true identity. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had, and about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tamataro.
Oh, Filchy, you fool! Ah! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth. So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that? Oh, so why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. L'Belle? Why? To protect the darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tamataro.
Interesting. But where are you going with this?
So to ask so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tamataro.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tamataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right! Miss L'Belle even told me Tamataro was a Jinxie. Ow!
What did he say? I said that Tamataro was Jinxie, you fool! Honestly, you had the memory capacity of a fly. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes!
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then.
Oh, I'll be waiting with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you.
Filch, wake up, you lazy bones.
Huh? What? Was it sleeping? Ah? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. L'Belle. Made me right sleepy, it did.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to say and do tomorrow.
I'm begging you. Not another lesson. I ain't got out for this thinking and remembering still. Erga! Right up the schnozzler!
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
No, please! Anything but another lesson! There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him.
Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow.
You think they're done questioning Jinxie?
Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. April 18th, Ninetales Vale. Yokai Lane.
Accursed nine-tailed fox. The time for something has come. My grudge has been festered over time, and thus vengeance will be mine. Gah, gah.
What she say on the first line? The time for selling score is not.
She must be possessed, or sleepwalking again.
Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst. Hey, Jinxie.
Ah. Huh? Oh. Hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my charms must have fallen off again.
Phew, guess I can avoid a charm slap by turning down my cords of steel.
Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox in Timber Tower. It shows them dancing together.
Really? The two bitter rivals dancing together?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding front bridges.
Oh, right, for the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. I'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
We weren't fighting, it was just a spirited debate. It was over the
No fighting.
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was talking about, or lying about.
What you remember? Jinxie, it seems you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Eek, like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe remember something else this time.
Eek. When I opened the door, Papa and Adam and Kirby were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
Oh, hello? I knew it. She's holding something back. Perceive. I think it's the eyes. No, it's not the eyes. She blinks twice. She seemed to be blinking more often in the last one.
See the double blink? She double blinks there. Could it be the charm? Oh, right there. You see that? The charm is doing like a folded thing. Before it wasn't doing this.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when he said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you're going to slap someone with the charm. Yeah. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tema say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else? How could you tell? Wow, she put it back together. Only a demon could have such powers. I like how we're doing these outside of the courtroom. That's really cool. What you remember? Like I said, he was talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little more specific? Before he fainted, he said. Oh, look at this picture. Poor girl. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Kilby. That's not good. He actually believes he did kill him. He said, what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime. But he didn't mean it. He could have possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics? Well, that's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is the lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming, or simply delirious? Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting that yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mysterious person must have then fled the Fox Chamber when it was open. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Tower. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? L'Belle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We had to take down that dirty rotten Tenma Tower of L'Belle. Right. We'll get him with the legal exorcism, justice style. Somehow. To be continued. We still have a couple minutes. Let's get started with the trial. And then we'll bounce out shortly after. April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Day 2, court is out of session. Wow, we're jumping right into the court. All rise? I thought there would be like an interaction like coming into the court first.
Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice Defense Team Leader is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sex, Assistant Defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Jesus Pret.
Well, this ship is ever, I see. In French, no less. In the prosecution?
Oh, looks like he's all chained up again, at least. Ah, the dots.
Very well, then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of this funny business time for Prosecutor Black Quill. Now you open your statement if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. Yeah. He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game, as Simon says. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend His Honor today. Your baldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
I have? I don't know if I'd say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you have been watching the opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess.
The crown jewels of the court?
Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse?
Yes sir, you don't mind if I do it then?
I'll make a special exception just this once. Here we go again. Yep, more Blackwell's mind games.
Well, in that case, let me see. I think I may go ahead and make the opening statement myself. Ahem. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that, the victim, Alderman Rex Cuby, was the Amazing Nine Tails. We also learned that the Amazing Nine Tails was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protest. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him.
It's kind of dark.
The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room.
Ergo.
Well, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Eek! Did I say something wrong?
That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time.
Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Well, now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
What are the feathers in the tracks? Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed?
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Temataro farce. Witness testimony? I'll bet he means Filch and that Filch L'Belle.
Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
I've been known for my history retreat since I was a kid. It's been a trademark of mine.
Indeed. I managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs a slip.
I like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yipes! Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place. Yipes! No, please, I'm liable to rip my own hand off if I start running. Your statement, now. Well, yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir. You may be the hissy retreat, but there's no escaping Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as a give up easy type. Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
Witness testimony. The yokai is Jinxie. Tematara is really that little maid girl, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tematara I saw was just a little thing by her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Bet she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to whop me on the account of my fierce reputation. I just know it!
So, Tematara was short in stature. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tema all along?
Ah, you betcha. Besides, all the rest of the manor were way taller than her. Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Tematara impersonator was walking on the knees?
Wow, weren't no knee knocking. I've seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tema after all.
All monsters are not but tricks. Either the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye thingies?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor.
Ho ho ho! Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost, quite literally.
The janitor's death, complexion, and all-white attire are no doubt partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Is that a reference to a previous case? Let me know, unless it's a spoiler, and then don't let me know.
Defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here though for the day. Yeah, I don't want to get into the cross-examination because otherwise I'll be here another 15-20 minutes. But hey, I love you all so much, my friends. Thank you for everything. Y'all are #1 YouTube community on all YouTube, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. Much love to you. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, excellent, awesome day. And until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.